If you are 35 years old and you live in the United States, there is a 1 in 6 chance you still live with your parents. Apple has more money than the U.S. Treasury. In Montana, cows outnumber people 3 to 1. 1 out of 8 Americans at some point in their life has been employed at McDonald's. Your earlobes and your nipples are the same distance apart. The first person to own a slave in America was a black man. In 1977, a pig named Waterhole Ike was issued a federal tax refund for $19. The 6th leading cause of death in the United States is medical error. 1 out of 4 Americans believe in reincarnation. In the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty, it is never mentioned that Humpty Dumpty is an egg. The Library of Congress is keeping an archive of every tweet. 100 acres of pizza are served every day in the United States. When a woman is pregnant, her blood supply increases by 50% and her heart grows by 16%. During Prohibition, the U.S. government started poisoning beer, which led to thousands of deaths. In a room of 23 people, there is a 50% chance that 2 of them share the same birthday. 27% of Americans do not believe we landed on the moon. In 1976, a Los Angeles secretary legally married a 50-pound rock. The most liked living person on Facebook is soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo. The largest U.S. city by area is Jacksonville, Florida. You cannot buy chewing gum in any Disney theme park. In France, it's illegal to name a pig Napoleon. According to a 2013 study, the most beautiful people in the world are in Sweden. If you are alive, there is a 75% chance you are an insect. The Tasmanian devil got banned for 3 years because he was deemed too violent. Cartoon Network banned Speedy Gonzales for 3 years because they felt he was an ethnic stereotype. Intelligent people have more zinc in their hair than dumb people. The song Happy Birthday to You is owned by Warner Brothers. Only 31% of women sit all the way down when using a public restroom. You are more likely to be killed by a popped champagne cork than by a poisoned spider. Approximately 3,000 cars are crushed each year at monster truck events. Over 80 million chocolate kisses are produced each day. There were more plant-eating dinosaurs than meat-eating ones. Pigs don't Sweat. The first CD pressed in the United States was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. The actor who played the Marlboro Man died of lung cancer. Shoelaces were invented in 1790. In Monaco, there are more people in the country's orchestra than in its army. People who wear blue are more likely to be bitten by mosquitoes. In China, it's disrespectful to gift somebody a clock because it represents death. All Major League Baseball umpires must wear black underwear while on the job in case they split their pants. Dysania is the state of finding it hard to get out of bed in the morning. It's impossible for a horse to breathe through its mouth. In England, 1 out of 5 people think Sherlock Holmes was a real person. Cinderella was German. Despite being the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley only won 3 Grammys in his career, and they were all for gospel recordings. The Muppet Show is banned in Saudi Arabia because they find Miss Piggy offensive. No U.S. president has died in the month of May. The land where Arlington National Cemetery is was originally owned by Robert E. Lee. The land was confiscated when he led the Confederate Army. There are over 40,000 mussels in an elephant's trunk. Antarctica has 11 time zones. Barbie's real name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Cold water weighs more than hot water. The infamous blue dress worn by Monica Lewinsky was bought at the Gap. Your right shoe is more likely to wear out faster than your left shoe. The odds of dying from falling out of bed is 2 million to 1. Benjamin Franklin wrote an essay called Fart Proudly. The actual name for the hashtag is an octothorpe. Budweiser was named after a town in Czechoslovakia. Every country that bordered Poland in 1990 no longer exists. Ants are nauseated by the smell of cinnamon. President Obama is exempt from Obamacare. The average woman looks at herself in the mirror 38 times a day. The area code for Antarctica is 672. All swans in England are property of the Queen. In ancient Rome, it was considered a sign of leadership to be born with a crooked nose. The ostrich is the only bird that has a bladder. In 1851, Virginian slave Henry Brown escaped to freedom by mailing himself to Pennsylvania. Half of all humans who have died from malaria. In New Jersey, it's illegal to commit a crime wearing a bulletproof vest. McDonald's Chicken McNuggets are actually made by Tyson. Twice as many people die each year from vending machines than from shark attacks. The world record for longest non-stop karaoke session lasted for 102 hours and featured 1,295 songs. Per capita, Seattle, Washington is the city that consumes the most coffee. Pope Francis once worked as a bar bouncer to help pay for school. For a company to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange, they must issue $100 million worth of shares and have made more than $10 million in the last 3 years. Golf was banned in 1457 in Scotland because the government wanted men to focus on archery. Shakespeare added over 2,200 words to the English language. More people follow Justin Bieber on Twitter than live in Canada. In 1905, the president of the Chicago Cubs sued a fan for catching a foul ball and keeping it. Arachibutyrophobia is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. On Mars, sunsets are blue. In Turkmenistan, a natural gas field has been burning for over 50 years. In fact, it's become a tourist attraction. The average person in the United States is 38 years old. According to a survey on drunk dining, where people like to go after getting drunk, the most popular fast food restaurant was Taco Bell. In the movie Evita, Madonna wore 86 different